Thailand's Prime Minister is urging his people not to disrupt the next leg of the Olympic torch run, saying they should be honoured to have the flame in their country. The torch arrived Friday morning in Bangkok under very tight security and was promptly whisked away to a luxury hotel. Thailand's Crown Princess is expected to officially welcome the flame before the Olympic relay begins on Saturday. Now, this race, of course, has been plagued by protests along the way to Beijing, but thousands of police and military will be on the ground in Thailand to prevent any demonstrations. Next week, the Olympic torch heads to Nagano in Japan. The relay route there has already been changed. It was to begin at the Zenkoji Temple, but that is now off the table because of security concerns and also issues about China's crackdown in Tibet. The Buddhist temple was featured in the opening ceremonies for the 1998 Winter Games, which took place in Nagano. And none of the Japanese relay's corporate sponsors will be putting their logos on the relay. However, Coca-Cola, Lenovo and Samsung deny that decision has anything to do with Tibet. Along the relay path, China has been trying to counter all the bad publicity surrounding it. And back at home, that campaign has found itself a hero. John Bors now with the story of China's wheelchair angel.
Beijing is China's newest national hero, an iconic symbol of how many Chinese now view the global protests which have doggedly followed the Olympic relay around the world. In Paris, Jin, a disabled athlete, used her body to protect the torch as a pro-Tibetan demonstrator tried to grab it. The Olympic flame is divine not only to Chinese but to the world, she says. So maybe my actions to protect the torch for them is a righteous one. So they gave me this halo. Her story has been featured at length on state-run television, has made front-page news. She's been lauded by thousands of bloggers, calling her the wheelchair angel and the savior of national honor. Elsewhere, under a photo of the protester who tried to grab the torch, there are calls for him to be found, some want him killed. And when asked about the online manhunt, Jin replied, I feel that this can educate him. Across China, the Olympics are fast becoming an us versus them narrative, which goes like this. The West wants to undermine the Summer Games to humiliate China.
Today, China is fighting. So some Westerners keep lecturing us about that. Are they really serious? I think maybe young people say they don't want China to rise. They hate us.
Because Jin was attacked in France, bloggers are calling for a boycott of French goods, in particular the French supermarket chain Carrefour. In a country where government censors work overtime trying to strictly control everything that's reported and written on the web, this patriotic frenzy has been allowed to flourish. Because right now, it seems, public opinion is firmly with the Communist Party. John Bors, CNN Beijing.